Chapter 16. After a pause, Ishta asks, "So you like football?" "Yeah, I love it. I play it all the time back home." I grin and pretend I have a ball, dribble around her, tapping her foot. "This is how you tackle. Now try and get the ball from me." She laughs and plays along, running a little circle around me. "Like this?" She jostles forward, knocking the imaginary ball from me and running ahead a few paces before stopping. "You must be fit," she pants. "I'm all puffed out." "You weren't bad," I say, laughing. Think the Arsenal badge helped. Ishta steps towards me and puts a hand on my arm. "You've got kind eyes," she continues. "Hasn't she, Hanu? And lovely long hair. My ma likes me to tie mine up, but maybe I could wear it all out and flowing like yours one day." She's wearing the flowery embroidered dress again, with the loose trousers underneath, a sheepskin waistcoat over the top, and her dagger in a sheath and slung around her hips. "I like your outfit. It's fun," I say. She touches the Arsenal badge, like she's really proud to be wearing something I gave her. It looks a bit weird against her outlandish clothing, and I giggle. She laughs too. "Let's explore the garden. Do something exciting, like real friends." Even though I hardly know this girl, I want to be her friend so badly. I feel the same as I did the first time I met Raffi. I knew we were going to be friends forever, through everything. Fire blazes through me like an electric buzz going all over, right to the top of my fingers. "Come on, take hold of Hanu's hand," Ishta says. As I do, she feels the monkey's little hand clutch mine. "Let's go!" I shout, kicking at a giant pine cone as if it were a football. "Passing!" I yell, dribbling it towards Ishta. She traps it with her toe, giggles and kicks it back. "Not bad," I say, pushing Aunt Simran's warnings of wolves, tigers and other wild animals away again. We continue through the garden, passing the pine cone between us. Hanu joins in and grabs it. "Hey, handball!" He chatters and rolls the pine cone ahead, and we rush forward, ducking under low branches, jumping over pyramids of leaves, kicking the pine cone into new corners I didn't even know were here last time, until we're out of breath and have to stop. "You're getting pretty good at football," I say. "Maybe if I practiced I could get as good as you," says Ishta, watching as I show off some tricks I learnt at camp. I kick the pine cone and it goes off into the distance, landing between two thick tree trunks. "Goal!" I jump up and down, and Ishta does a victory dance. She holds her side, breath puffing out of her. "That was fun." We've ended up beside a dilapidated old greenhouse, and when I shine the torch towards it, the light bounces off its shattered windows. "Shall we climb in?" Ishta says. "Be careful though, I don't want you to cut yourself." Weeds have threaded through themselves serpent-like around the broken door and run riot all over its sloped roof, in and out of the cracked glass. Hanu leaps onto the greenhouse, and Ishta follows him, nimble as a mountain goat, hooking her foot into a glassless window frame to push herself up onto the fragile roof. I hesitate for a second, watching shadows shifting with the moon. Even though I've climbed trees since I was little, this seems a bit more dangerous. "Come on, you can do it!" I shake off my worries and feel the wind whipping through my hair. "I'm coming," I laugh, hoiking myself up, avoiding the jagged panes of glass. Hanu claps his hands, jumps down to the ground and watches as I climb higher until I'm sitting beside Ishta. The monkey hurries back up, sits between us, and strokes my cheek. "Do you want to see something special?" asks Ishta, excitement blooming across her face. "Okay," I reply, following her as we climb carefully down from the roof of the greenhouse and leap back into the garden. Holding Hanu's hands between us again, we sprint to the very farthest end of the garden, where a high hedge runs all the way round, protecting it from the mountain wilderness beyond. Ishta drops Hanu's hand and begins searching for something in the hedge, scanning low down between the fine twisty stems. Lend me your torch. It's down here somewhere. What is? Just wait and see, she giggles. There! She shines the torch on a gap in the hedge and drops to her knees, shuffling towards it. We can get out this way and explore the mountains. I know a shepherd's hut we can shelter in if we need. Come here. I crouch beside her and peer through the hedge at the mountains, the rugged landscape that has a different scent, a cooler breeze. Look, she says, pointing the torch into the distance. Swirls of grey mist hang above a wide, dark lake, where a small rowing boat, tied to a tree branch not far from us, shifts in the breeze, the water flapping against its hull. Come on, not scared, are you? Only now do Aunt Simran's warnings bang at my brain, and I suddenly come to my senses. No, of course I'm not scared. I'm not sure this is a good idea, that's all. It's okay, you're allowed to be scared. After all, it's your first time this far. We don't have to go, though. Not this time, anyway. She puts an arm around my shoulder. But look, over there. I don't see anything. I follow Ishta's finger through the hedge to the far side of the lake, lit up by the moon. You have to squeeze your eyes together and really look. I do as she says and concentrate hard, and then I see a shifting of shapes, like a dark moving clump, a silhouette of hunched animals, like dogs, but bigger. One throws back its head and lets out a deep howl. Wolves! They've got cubs, says Ishta excitedly. When you're more used to it here, we can go and see them. Don't worry. She brings her face close to mine. I won't let anything happen to you. I've got my dagger, just in case. Hanu begins to whimper and wraps his arms around Ishta's waist. Don't be silly. They're only wolves, wild animals just like you. My heart speeds up. Maybe next time. Ishta nods, then says, I know. Let's go on the swing again. We leave the gap in the hedge and go back to the safety of the garden, back the way we came until we're beside the tree, the house lights in the distance welcoming us home. We rush under the canopy of dark leaves, and Ishta climbs onto the swing like she did before. I sit, grasping the rope between my fingers, and we begin flying through the air, the soft wind blowing against my face. I wish I could leave, she cries, making the swing go higher and higher. I'd love to explore the world, see what's out there. Oh, it would be so exciting. Why don't you? I can't. She lets the swing slow down until it comes to a stop and she jumps off. She lifts Hanu onto her hip. He's quite big and she struggles to hold him. We can't leave, can we, Hanu? This is our home. She puts the monkey back on the ground. Forever. But no one else lives around here, I say, stepping closer. Only my family. My aunt said so. Where did you come from? She stares at the moon, at the bright star that sits next to it. I'm not lying, she says, as though the words are snagging her throat. I think that's Venus, I say, joining her, looking up at the sky. The morning star, Ishta, I think, remembering the line in the book. I'm about to tell her what Aunt Simran told me about her name, but she interrupts. I like your ring. Can I see? I'm not sure that I really want to part with it, especially after what happened with Sophia. But I really like Ishta, and I'm sure that she'll give it back. I take it off my finger and hand it to her. It's glowing in the clear night sky, the beams of light illuminating her pretty face, her high cheekbones and straight nose. She looks familiar somehow, in a way I haven't noticed before. Can I try it on? I nod. She puts it on the exact same finger as I wore it on. Perfect fit, she smiles. It belonged to my mum. She peers at the ring. For a moment, I think she looks older than she is. Her expression is really serious and grown up. It's beautiful. An emerald, I think. The Himalaya are famous for emeralds, and some people say there are few special stones that carry a magical power. Maybe this is one of them. I open my eyes wider. It does seem to glow, I say softly, almost like it's pointing somewhere. Ishta nods. And look at the work that's gone into making the stone sparkle. A very special person would have made this for your ma. She holds the ring towards the starlight, its 8-pointed silver star mirroring the one shining in the sky. Ishta brushes her arm close to mine and I feel her warmth. She has blood pumping through her veins, just like me, and I know she's real, not part of my imagination, as Aunt Simran seemed to think. I give her a huge smile and move even closer. The emerald stone lights up her face, and she gives me a smile. Look how the ring shines, Tamarind. This was made with such love.